Welcome and thank you for joining us today. My name is Dale Holmes and I'm a director of Spire Capital, a boutique fund manager based here in Sydney, Australia. Today we're here to launch a new fund, which is the Spire USA ROC Seniors Housing and Medical Properties Fund. It's one of the funds that we have in the Spire Global Investment Series, which includes our equities fund, our real estate funds, our debt fund, and our soon-to-be launched private equity fund. I have here today the CEO of our partner Bridge Investment Group, Don Hartman, and the CEO of the ROC Seniors team, Robb Chapin. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you. Welcome.
To you, Don, tell us a little bit about the Bridge Group.
Well, Dale, as you know, Bridge Investment Group Partners is a fully integrated manager of real estate investment property funds that has a 20-year track record, assets under management of approximately $2.4 billion, and has delivered to investors returns north of 20% on an annual basis.
So we're here to talk today about the Seniors Housing Fund. Tell us why the Seniors Housing Fund, why seniors housing?
Well, one thing that we've noticed in the United States is that the macroeconomic improvements have been quite dramatic as of late, and that properties on a wide scale basis have improved in price such that we were looking for something that is a little less beholden to the economic cycle. Seniors housing has the wonderful advantage of being driven primarily by demographics and not by macroeconomics or the interest rate cycle.
So tell me about the investment thesis for an investor. What can an investor expect from the fund?
Well, as is the case with most of our funds, we are really looking to drive three primary things. Those things that investors are looking for. They want an income, they want upside, and they want good risk characteristics, or capital preservation, if you will.
Okay. Robb Chapin, who's the CEO of the ROC Seniors Housing team, tell us about the team and give me a feel for the strategy that you have for the fund.
Yeah, sure, happy to, Dale. Our team essentially has been together for over 20 years in the industry, which is pretty unique for a team of real estate investors to specialize in an asset class of real estate for that long. Our track record really spans over 300 plus seniors housing investments in 38 states, aggregating $5 billion of investment value. We've driven some significant returns during that time in the space, essentially through the expertise as hands-on asset managers and operators to create value in and through each one of the properties that we invest in.
Okay, so simply for investors, you buy assets, you fix the assets, and then you ultimately sell the assets to create value for investors.
That's exactly right. It's in a lot of ways, it's really that simple. We really are looking for opportunities in the marketplace. When you look at seniors housing, the inventory of it today, it's aged at about 20 years, so there's a lot of functional and operational obsolescence. And so that's where we create a lot of value. We lick our chops on those types of opportunities in terms of repositioning those assets to create the value and really provide relevant and wonderful communities for our residents to live in.
And so there's some segments that are more attractive in terms of investment returns than others?
We do. A lot of times in our value add strategy, we'll look at a number of different things, predominantly in and around the unit configuration. We might have a community that has had 2-bedroom units. In today's marketplace, it might really demand 1-bedroom units, so we'll convert a lot of those. Some of them will be independent units that will convert to assisted living or memory care units. And we really have the opportunity there to drive exceptional revenue by adding additional services, additional care. And our main mantra is for our residents to come into our communities and really age in place. So they might come in as an independent with very limited amount of services that they need. They're very free to move in and about through the community. But as their acuity level grows, then they can move into our assisted living area of the community. And then from there move into typically what's known as our memory care side of the community.
So Robb, in the Australian system for aged care, people have to make an upfront investment. How does it work in the US?
Actually, it's pretty different, especially our model. It's strictly a rental-based model. So when a resident enters into one of our communities, there's no upfront fees, there's no large down payment that they're required to pay. they're month-to-month renters in our communities. But I would say as long as the care is good, the residents, as we like to say, are very sticky to the properties. You know, as we age, we like less change. And so our renters like to be in an environment that they're very comfortable in, with the care they're getting, with the surrounding environment that they know and can identify. So the average length of stay of one of the residents in our communities is typically 3.5 years.
So it's a private pay system, a very reliable income stream, right, and a longer tenure.
Yes.
If you have a month-to-month rental program, it means that your mother is going to want to have good food. She's going to want to have good care, an enjoyable place to live, lots of activities and engagement. And if she doesn't have that, then she'll move out. And so our team is quite adept over these last 25 years at improving people's lives and indeed lengthening them by having good programs.
So thanks, Rob and Don, for joining us today and giving us a bit more insight into the Spire USA ROC Seniors Housing and Medical Properties Fund. For those that are interested in investing, you can join us on our website at www.spirecapital.com.au or talk to your financial advisor. Thank you for joining us today.